It is a challenging, but you can see sunny Monday morning, and we're here now at 10 a.m. Pacific. And today we're going to talk about fairness. Fairness is such a tricky thing. And man, inside fertility, there is a lot that feels unfair. And boy, do I know and remember. But before we jump in, I just want to say thank you for being here wherever you are in the world, whether you're here now or on the replay. I appreciate you being here, whatever your story is, and definitely hit that subscribe button and notification so you know when things are coming. And occasionally I'm going to put out some things just for my special audience here. And I'm curious to see how, what that'll be. We'll see. Anyway, and if there's anything here today that's interesting for you, definitely hit that like button. It helps other people find what they need for their journey. So jumping back into that, yes, here I am, Coach Ariel Andersson, and we're talking about fairness. Now, this was brought about because I'm working with something right now with somebody. I'll just keep the privacy there for everyone involved. But I realize so strongly, well, I've always known this, but it's really coming in strongly that fairness is such a perspective, right? It's about what you're feeling in your story and your past, and they're feeling in their story and their past. It's so powerful and strong. And so I feel that there was something here for fertility today, and I wanted to share that piece because, man, over and over there can be these things where you lose so much energy to the fairness, and I'm not when someone's feeling this, if it's me or somebody else, that is real and it's true, and I'm not trying in any way to take that away. It is real and true. It's more around the energy that's lost, and I've been noticing that the last, well, now it's going on kind of a long time, quite a few days. And hi, Max. I come back to the chat a little bit after, but so fairness is so powerful because, especially inside of the fertility journey, there are moments when, and in life, not just fertility, but in life, when things happen and it doesn't feel fair. It feels frustrating, it's out of your control, there's all this unknown, and it's really icky. It can go through your whole body. Now, last week and the weeks before, wow, 36 people. If there's something here interesting, definitely hit the like button. There is so much in life that feels unfair. And inside the fertility journey, extra strong because so much is out of control. So much feels like you can't work with it or make things happen. But when there's a lack, when life is feeling unfair, or your journey, wherever you are inside of it, the first thing I can say is get into doing the things that help you feel good and re-regulate your body, because man, your whole body can start vibrating differently because it feels like you're smashing your head against a wall, literally. And in that moment, just even taking a breath, I love my breath, right? Coming into a breath. Hey, Booker, if I said that right. And all you can do is come into how you're going to respond to it. There are going to be so many things on the fertility path that feel unfair, like that you have to do certain tests after a certain age, whatever that is where you live, that certain things are or aren't covered by your medical, that someone isn't responding in the way that you hope or the way that you dream, or vice versa. If someone feels that way about you, either way, it doesn't feel fantastic. I'm not spamming, but maybe somebody, oh yeah, other people are spamming. That's true. Thank you, whoever that was. I can't read Russian, but thank you. There's a lot of random things in here, but that's okay. When you're going into that whole feeling of fairness and unfair, remember that whatever is happening, that your story, your journey, your way is still absolutely valid. And you may not agree with the doctor, with your partner, with the other people who are supporting you. Thank you for the likes, by the way. Either way, you still get to do things your way. And that person, whether you realize later, oh, that wasn't fair of me, or someone you realize, hey, that person didn't treat me right, or that situation didn't feel right. Ultimately, you get to decide. And it doesn't feel that way in the moment. And I've been there. I remember when, I'm keeping it to fertility here for the moment, when I was forced to do a diabetes test. They want to see if you have gestational diabetes. Yes, that's important. But I know what it feels like when my body's out of balance. And I got so sick from this. And I was so angry because if I'd been 18 or 22, they would have given me one small test and then this bigger test. But because I was over a certain age, they gave me this really nasty, I don't think in my life I've had, what was it, 50 grams of sugar. My body lost it. And I was pregnant, so that was awesome. And on the way, there were all the required tests or the questions that you had to answer over and over again until you found the right person that aligned with you. Now, in life, this can be similar. Things come up, and you really don't want to be dealing with something that feels unfair. Life isn't fair. How you treat yourself is where the fairness comes in. In that moment, if you are inside of this situation, it can be one trying to get perspective, not trying. We don't like that word, trying. Get perspective. Thanks for the likes, by the way. Getting the perspective of what is your ultimate outcome that you're going for, and how is this feeling serving you, and how can you move through it? Meaning, get it resolved, let it go, move forward, assess whether or not certain choices make sense for you. Did you get what you needed, but then you changed your mind, but something didn't feel good afterwards? Was it about, a particular person that you chose to go to their office to help you to move towards your future pregnancy, and then something just turns out it wasn't aligned, or maybe things were great, but then you realize, I don't know. Things change all the time. I empower you to keep paying attention to what's yours and keep integrity. We've had an old video about that, keeping integrity to self and others and to the situation, to your body. If nothing else, keeping integrity to your body, what allows you to come into balance. And it may or may not align with others. They may not agree with you. You may not agree with you later. I don't know. In this moment, that's all that I had to offer up as I'm inside my own emotions and balancing and recalibrating and working with what's happening in the moment. And I encourage you to do the same. I'm going to look down into the chat. I didn't mean to Blair Witch you there. Hugh, hi. Okay, we got all kinds of people showing up today. That's all good. I wish you all the best on your journey. It's tricky, and I know you're doing your best, and I'm doing my best, and you're human, and I'm human. That's all we can do. Things are imperfect, but I think the intentions of heart, I know the intentions from my heart are there. And if you're here, then I have the feeling that that's true for you too. And there might be other stuff reeling around in here. We all come in with all our stuff, right? It's just so much. All my past comes in the door, and I try to scooch it to the side, and maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. And for you too, maybe. I wish you all the best. Definitely hit subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is 9 a.m. Pacific because we're experimenting with Q&A day. There is already something here. I have already scheduled the live, so you can see that at 9 a.m. Pacific tomorrow. And that'll be Q&A. So if you have any questions, if you're thinking about questions, you can either send them to me at ariel@agreenbalancelife.com, or you can show up and ask them here in the chat. Okay, I wish you all the best. Have a beautifully imperfect day. And remember, fair is what you create inside of you. Perspectives will always be different. And have a good day regardless. I wish you well.